I was asked by a few people about the crunch sounds on the GT-10, and I thought it'd be good to make a video just like I did before, make a loop with the phrase loop feature and run through some of the presets that they've given you for crunch sounds. So we're going to start off with preset 2.2, which is called Old Punk, New Punk, and it utilizes a Marshall 1959, a Marshall Plexi. I really like the Plexi simulations on the GT-10 for this kind of sound. So here's one of those presets. Another patch on here that I like very much is the big wing patch. So I'm going to bring that up. It's another Marshall semi-dirty. It's a really nice one. I like all the Marshalls in the GT-10, the high gain, the low gain ones. They're all really very present, very full sounding. Let's check out another patch. This is a stack crunch amp. This is preset 6.2, and this is an amp called Stack Crunch. It's kind of similar to the Marshall. Okay, that's crunch for chord. Let's check out some different amps. This is a deluxe crunch. Oh, excuse me. This is a pro crunch. Hotel Heartbreak. So this is a pro crunch amp. Old Fender Pro Crunch. Just like a Fender amp, there's a lot of presence in the bass on that one. Let's try another one. This is matchless. This is called Match for Chord. It's a matchless amp. Most of the presets I've chosen are single amps. You still want to probably download the MP3 that's in the description on YouTube, and so that you can hear it, more clearly. Let's hear another one. This is a nice one. This is a clean twin with some compression. And the compressor is really pushing the amp. You can hear the amp kind of breathe because of the compressor. Here we go. there's some nice pushing and pulling in that patch because of the compressor. The last one I'm going to show you is kind of an affected patch. It's called Pedal Univibe, and it's on 32.3. Now, the thing about this patch, the reason I bring it up is because this patch has effects on it, and when I first heard it, I wasn't crazy about it, but this is a typical example of Boss gear where, you know, when you go through it, you might hear a patch that has a lot of effects on it, and you just say, well, I don't want to use that. But if you actually go in and turn off the effects, it actually turns out to be quite nice. And so here's how it's not that this patch sounds bad, it's just that I wouldn't normally use something like this. Here it is. Okay, so it's very psychedelic, and you can control the Univibe with the pedal. Okay, so we have this psychedelic patch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the Univibe. And let's hear it without the Univibe. It's a very nice sounding patch already. Now I'm going to turn off the chorus. They have chorus on as well. Let me turn off the chorus. Hear what it sounds like. Okay, so you can see that that's actually a nice sounding set of amps. We have two amps happening here, a Pro Crunch and a Tweed together, and there are two channels. So you want to make sure you hear that in stereo off the MP3. But that gives you an idea of like how, when I go through these presets, what I'm looking for. I go through and I hear something and I say, okay, there's a lot of effects. Let's take off the effects and see what this thing really sounds like underneath. And a lot of times underneath it sounds really nice. And sometimes having the effects on there is fine too, you know, of course. But if you want to get an idea for how the amps sound by themselves, my best advice is to go through the presets and you know, take off the effects and see what they sound like. A lot of times you'll be surprised. Alright, so thanks for joining me. I hope this helps you.